injuries, stoppages, tiebreakers. The United States-Poland match in the semifinals of the Olympic volleyball tournament had it all. And it's become the most dramatic match we've seen in a very long time. The tension going into that final set was unmatched, especially for Polish fans, and it will be long remembered as one of the most anxious-inducing games in Olympic history. In today's video, we'll be breaking it down. Coming into this tie, the United States and Poland had each confidently beaten their opponents in the quarterfinals. Poland knocked Slovenia out with 3-1, only nearly losing the second set, while the United States beat Brazil with the same result. Both teams ranked highly coming into the tournament, and as it's expected from teams as good as the USA and Poland, once the tournament had ended, they ranked third and first, respectively. The match started precisely the way every fan expected it to. There was hardly anything to separate the two sides, and the tiniest of moves were making the difference in the game, with Poland winning the first set 25-23. The second set didn't go any smoother for either of the teams, as they fought tooth and nail for every single point, with the USA eventually winning the set with 27-25. It was obvious to everyone watching that we're in for an incredible match that was destined to eventually go into the fifth set. What happened next, however, is something nobody could see coming. In the third set, just before the USA took the lead with 13-9, Poland's setter, number 19 Jan Marcin, accidentally injured his own libero Pawel Zatorski in a collision. Once Poland conceded the point, the game was stopped, and Zatorski was on the ground for 3 minutes with the team doctor checking his shoulder, which was, judging by his reactions, very raw from the collision. The worst had happened, everyone thought. One of the most important players was injured in what is possibly the biggest game of his career. The issue with Zatorski is that he's somewhat irreplaceable. There are very few better liberos than him in the past decade, and with all due respect, no one on the Polish team could slot into his spot with the same effect. The Polish team was desperate to win this game. They hadn't taken part in an Olympic volleyball final since the 1976 Olympics in Montreal, when they won the gold medal. That was their greatest Olympic achievement of all time, and nothing since came even close, as they only managed to get 11th, 9th, 5th, and 4th places. It seems like the same thought went through the head of Pawel Zatorski as he was being checked by the doctors. Do I play through the pain and risk injury for glory, or do I ask to be subbed off? The crowd, especially the Polish fans, was in disbelief when 3 minutes later, Zatorski walked back into the game. It was obvious from the first touch of the ball that he was in incredible pain, but he decided to see the game out. After the game, Zatorski admitted that the first balls he received were, I quote, torturous, and that he had lost sense of touch in several fingers. You can only imagine how painful it must have been to receive balls with a shoulder injury that bad, but he powered through. And what a game did we get from it! The Polish team was left shaken by their libero's injury, and the USA took advantage of that, destroying them in the third set with 25-14, but the Poles would make an incredible comeback in the fourth set to win it 25-23. The tiebreaker was on. Despite the injuries and the emotional roller coaster they've been on, Polish players showed incredible resilience and beautiful athletic stubbornness, simply refusing to lose to the United States. Block after block, spike after spike, Poland was quickly leading with 14-13. And with the match point on the line, Leon smacked the ball into the block, and it bounced off out of bounds. After 48 years, Poland was finally in the Olympic final. The players in white and red fell to the floor in disbelief with their family, and fans crying in the stands, and Poles all around the world celebrating. Poland would lose to France with 3-0 in the final. Their injuries had caught up with them, and they were, after all, tired from playing 5 sets just a few days earlier. Their semifinal game, however, would achieve a status of legend as one of the greatest volleyball games in Olympic history. That's all for today. You can share your thoughts in the comments section, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.